shit, I got a knot. Hopefully, you know in advance that you have a damaged section. You don't want to be rappelling and your hand's going down there and you go, oh, Jesus Christ, there's a hole in my rope. All right, and that complicates it. So we're going to make the assumption right now that you know in advance that you have to pass a knot. Okay. And someone asked me earlier, what's the best knot for isolating a piece of rope? Okay.
Sheep shank.
Alpine butterfly.
Sheep shank?
No.
No.
Okay.
Of course not.
You could use an overhand, but an overhand has what's called capsizing issues, because if you put enough force on it, you can see how that knot's beginning to move. All right. A figure 8 is even worse for capsizing. That's why when you join two ropes together for rappel, the overhand death knot is adequate. But the best knot for isolating a damaged section is an alpine knot.
Oh.
An alpine knot, if you look at it, both strands are in a straight line. Okay? And this is the damaged section. Okay? Alright. So I'm going to rappel and I'm going to pass this knot.
So it's called an alpine knot.
Yeah, or butterfly knot.
Or butterfly.
Alpine butterfly. Okay? There's a couple different ways of tying it, but let's move it down a little bit. Okay? Alright. So, normally, I think most of us do an auto block with the auto block below your rappel device. That seems to be the standard nowadays. But we know there's going to be a knot somewhere. So we want some means of weighting ourselves on the rope that will allow the ATC to be free. That means we're going to have to put our backup knot above the ATC, not below. All right? And I know in advance I have a damaged rope section, so I'm going to rig my system knowing that I have a damaged section, and rather than use an auto block below, I'm going to use an auto block above.
So the damage is isolated in the loop in the butterfly.
That's right.
Okay, got it.
It could be a complete separation, or just an exposed core, or whatever the situation is. Okay. So I'll do it two ways. I'll do a prusik first.
Pretty.
All right. So that's my prusik. Now I've used a long cordelette because I'm going to attach it to my belay loop with a munter mule, and that will allow me to remove it. If I just use it in a sling situation, okay, I'm resting on it. Well, how the hell am I going to take it off? All right, a munter mule will allow me to release it and when I get back on the rope. And let's put this below my ATC.
So it's a double mule.
Well, yeah, it's a double strand, but it's a
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right. And.
Mule in there.
All right. And. Is that right or wrong?
Wrong.
Good. All right. Okay. So basically, this is my backup to my rappel. All right. So I'm going to rappel, and as I rappel, I pull the prusik down with me. I get to the knot. I'm going to weight the prusik. All right. Everybody make believe this is a locker. Okay. All right. So I've backed up. If anything fails, I'm attached to the rope. Okay. All right. I can weight the prusik and disengage my ATC. Put the ATC now below the knot and put it back into my system. I'm resting on the prusik. Alright. Okay, now I have this slack. Alright, and I want to get onto a tensioned rope now. So now I take my munter mule and I give me the slack and I get back onto my... Alright, but see the problem now is I can't get to my prusik. Alright, now I could have made it work, but I wanted to illustrate this. Alright, so this is works, but now is a disadvantage. Alright, so instead of a prusik to safeguard from that happening, what knot could I use that I could easily untie from the top?
I want to say climb ice, but you still have to be up there though.
Well, come on. Some of you used it today already.
Use just a regular auto block?
There you go. Okay. All right. So
That was you who was paying attention.
let's go back up and do the whole thing. All right. If I know I'm going to do this, I will use an auto block instead. Okay. All right. I can just wrap this around and around and around. How many times? You'll have to determine that. Dave's probably going to need more wraps than Lydia because of the
Many more.
friction.
I
Okay.
eat salads.
Okay.
Eat a salad, do something.
Okay. All right. Let's do one more. All right. And now I have an auto block, and I'm going to. Oh, let's put more wraps on there. And of course you snug it all up, otherwise it doesn't do any good.
Say what?
And now I'm going to attach this with a munter mule.
Oh.
Okay? Alright. Okay? So, I have an auto block as my backup. Okay? I mean, it's holding me. Okay? So, I'm going to rappel down to approximately where the knot is. Weight the auto block. Feed a little rope through the ATC so I can take it off. Reconnect it below the knot.
Putting a catastrophe knot.
Up, yeah, you're correct.
Yeah,
I missed that step. I didn't put the backup knot in like I did before.
Well, you're already.
Oh, I already have one.
You already had it.
already
You already had
Okay.
it. Yeah.
All right. Now the beauty of this versus the prusik, I'm going to release the munter mule. All right, and let the slack out. All right, now, well, actually, I missed one little step. Tie off the ATC. All right. Okay. Now I'm back on the ATC. If this were way the hell up there, I can just unwrap it. Or I couldn't do this with the prusik. Okay? All right. So if that prusik were way up there, I'd have to do another rescue to get to it. With an auto block, I just do this. All right. So I pass the knot. Okay. I would clean this up, of course. take the backup nut off. Because what's holding me up now? It's the tied off ATC guide. So that's my catastrophe nut. Identify the brake strand, pull this up, and then I can continue on down. Okay? Hopefully you never need it.